So it's a new season in Duel Links, and while no, I didn't really try to go to King of Games in the last season despite the Blue Eye support, I did notice something. So let's talk about it. Hi, your local dragon lady here, and I have the day off, so I figure let's take some downtime from doing all the holiday madness to play some Duel Links. But I did get some stuff done.
I'm dreaming of a blue eyes white Christmas.
As much as I could, anyway. Anywho, yeah, last season I did play some ranked duels, but I didn't really have the time to really grind to King of Games, which is okay. I mean, I know that Blue Eyes can get to King of Games no problem. It's just not something that's really a priority, though. I would like to do a neat deck profile on how I got there. But it's a new season. I decided to change my deck. As you can see, I decided to put a little more of a control element, even though it means adding more cards. Because going first is probably the biggest vulnerability that the Blue Eyes Dimension skill has. So I added some interruptions, some effect veilers, and a few traps that I had, a warning point especially, and it's been pretty good. I'm up to Platinum 3 already, so if I get some more downtime, I can get to Legend rank easy peasy. But that's not really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about something that I noticed during the last season. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm beginning to wonder, is Duel Links able to accommodate combo decks? And the reason why I ask this is, look, combo decks are a reality in Duel Links now. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. If we want to have a quick game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is still the way to go. Not Master Duel, because it's just, it takes too long. But now that combo decks are here, should the time be increased? Because here's the thing. I was, during the last season in Legend Rank, I was sitting down for maybe an hour or so playing some duels, but I began to get victories simply because my opponent ran out of time. And they weren't exactly slow playing either. They weren't Speedy McQueen either, but here's the thing. With Legend Rank, if you've gotten this far in Legend Rank with your deck, you should know how to use it effectively. And I have no doubt that people do, but the combos are getting longer and longer. So what combo decks am I referring to? Well, the first one was Crystron's. Decent deck. It's been, it's just, my opponent was going on and on with their combos. They were getting the advantage, but all of a sudden I won. Time limit win. I'm like, huh. I mean, it wasn't a super fast deck, but I did not get the vibe that my opponent was just waiting around for the clock to tick or reading every single thing my card did, because, let's face it, most people know what the Blue Eyes cards do at this point, especially as far as Legend. The second deck that had a time limit win was against Altergeist. Because, I guess Altergeist takes a long time to play now. And the third one is Salamangreats. Now, my husband watched me in this duel, and he actually asked me, what's the choke point? Like, do you do anything special to beat Salamangreats? I'm like, not really. Not really. Most of the time, all I gotta do is just put a vanilla Blue Eyes and let it sit there all lonely, and my opponent usually struggles to get something out to beat over it. But at least that was during the early days of Salamangreats. Now the main card the deck has is the Rastigriler. This card, the Link 4 polar bear looking card. That's the game ender with Salamangreats. But even though I had a strong beat stick out, and while this card can't beat over it because it gains attack, I won all of a sudden, time limit win. So this is something I've been noticing. It's happening more common, and I don't really know what to think of it. I begin to ask the question if Duel Links is adapting to these combo decks, and that's the question I pose to all of you. Have any of you been noticing this? That combo decks are taking a long time to play through, and Duel Links just isn't keeping up with this reality. Because there have been times in these duels that, okay, they're taking a long time, but I didn't think the clock was really ticking down that fast. Because each time you play a card, you know, you get a few seconds added to the clock, but the longer the duel goes, I guess the more urgency there is, because say if you get the turn like, I don't know, 13 or 14, I notice the clock just doesn't really accommodate as much. It doesn't recover anything when you go to play a card and whatnot, but that's just something I've been noticing. So just, you know, I don't really know what to think of this. Yes, combo decks are a reality in Duel Links. They're going to get more complicated as the game goes on. But at the same time, I mean, we need the time, you know, these timing rules, the clock, for a reason. You can't be going on forever and ever and ever and leave your opponent waiting on you. So I don't know if a balance needs to be struck here or if it should stay the way it is. But that's just something I noticed. I don't know if any of you out there have noticed this, but please let me know in the comments below on what you think, if you've been seeing this lately. And I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens in the future. Now, I will say this, though. Playing ranked duels so far, this early in the season, I have seen the balance of the current ban list taking hold. I probably only went against one BLS deck. Everything else has been pretty much everywhere. I can't really say what deck I've been facing the most. I faced a hero deck just once, a Yubel deck just once. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. And remember to be a good sport, to play the game at the fame, and yeah, have a safe and happy holiday season, and I will try to make more videos if I get time. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye!